Coach Jackson's putting his stuff away because this is brand new stuff. Everybody's with me. Okay. Our goal tonight is this. What we just did, everyone's watching, so stop for a second, Ruth. What we just did on the problem before, we got something that looked like this. We got x, I think it was literally x plus 5 squared plus y minus 2 squared. I did that backwards. Yay, that's a circle. That's a circle. Let's think about some of the important parts. We got a center, we got some weird number. Tonight, we're gonna look like this. X plus 5 squared plus y minus 2 squared. Ooh, but there's going to be a few changes. One is there might be a number like 9 underneath here. And there might be a number like 16 underneath here. And they will always equal 1 ghost. So our job tonight, what we had done before, is taking these very scary equations. They're called standard form. And we turned it into this. And our job tonight, that's what has to do. Our job tonight, like I'm just going to wait, that's tough. Our job tonight is to take very scary equations and turn them into this. Does that make sense? What we're going to do tomorrow is practice both together. So the first thing I need you guys to do, and you're going to turn and talk to your neighbor. One of these equations is a circle, and one is an ellipse. I want you to talk to your neighbors and decide as a table group, just guess which one do you think is the ellipse. Turn and talk right now. Is it A or B? Which one is the ellipse? Talk right now. Make a guess. Take a guess. What do you think is the difference between yeah, and look at this. It's a weird number in this place, right? And this one is anything that might tell you. Any guesses? Which one do you think is the list? Okay, wow, I am not going to make Braden explain it, but he nailed it. And here's what he said. Braden said, I think it's A. And as Braden and Topher and I talked about it, actually Thomas too, what we realized is on a circle, you go out the same distance, up, down, sideways. So the numbers in front are the same. But on an ellipse, you go out farther on one side and less far on the other, and look, that number in front. So tonight, we will have, the math term here is a coefficient in front of one of our variables. So tomorrow when we do these, if you're like, how do I tell them I do the circle thing and have it look like this, it's if you don't have coefficients. If I have coefficients on front of one of them, then I do the ellipse. So here we go. This is new stuff. Are we ready to rock and roll? Okay. Colton, are you ready? Brand new phone. I got to change because I got so many people doing the APs. Okay, here we go. This is an ellipse. How do I know? It's got that goofy coefficient in front of one of my x squareds or y squareds. How do I know it's a circle-y thing? Because it's got an x squared and a y squared, right? So our first job is this. Can you please get all of your x's together, get all of your y's together, and any number goes in the waiting room. Do that now. How do we look? Everyone feeling it like we're cool. Okay. The next thing is we're going to do. Thanks. He's saying it for me. We're going to do the box action. But the only time you need to do that weird box action is if you have what's called a linear term, meaning you have one of these guys or a y guy with no exponent. Look, he doesn't have a y guy with no exponent. So he's perfectly fine. He's not going to need a little box. You need to make the box to make it 1, 2, 3. If he doesn't have a 1, 2, he's not going to need a 3 for us to fill in. Are we okay with that? You'll see more as we go. So here we go. We're going to say x squared minus 10x plus box plus y, 4y squared, no box, because he doesn't have the 1, 2, 3 happening. So he's totally fine. I'm okay. And you're going to see as we do these, you'll get the hang of that. Okay, next step. Please fill in your box, just like we've been doing it, and add it to the other side. Can you please do that for me? 5. Everybody cool? I haven't lost anybody. Okay. Yes. 5. Thank you. What the heck? Thank God you're here. Okay. Next step. Put it in parentheses. This is a 1, 2, 3 guy. Here we go. X minus 5 squared. Hey, he doesn't even have a box or anything. So guess what, loser guy? Just come right here. Now, you should be thinking, Miss T, when we did this problem, it's got fractions. It's got all sorts of weird shit. This does not look anything like that. What the hell's happening? How am I going to make it look like with fractions and stuff? And here's the big finish. We don't want it to equal 16. We want it to equal 1 goat. Remember, I made a big deal like, what's 1 goat? What can I do to 16 to turn it into 1? Divide by 16. So could you please divide everything here by 16? Watch the magic. Here comes the big weird reveal. Now it's starting to look right. Here's what we have. Big finish here. X minus 5 squared over 16 plus, a little cancel action, y squared over 4 equals 1. So what I am going to ask you to do, because it entertains me, sketch that on your desk. Sketch it on your desk. Here's a hint. The center is at 5, 0. How many do you go up? How many do you go over? Should look like a little baby football.
Wait, it's a circle, right? No, it's an ellipse.
Exactly.
It's a football, right?
I think he called it an ellipse. Ellipse. It's a little football.
A football or a side football?
I think it's a little football. What? Oh my God, you're making me so much meaner. Wow, that was like so vicious for me. It's a lovely one. I love it. I love it. You got it. Yeah. Okay. How about this one? Can you guys try this one? Look at that. I don't even need to do completing. I want you to sketch this bad boy. Let's sketch this baby. Turn it in, girls, guys. Turn it into conic form. I don't have to complete the square. I don't have any x's plane. I don't have any y's plane. So all I'm going to do is divide everything by 144. And here's a hint. 16 times 9 is 144. So please rewrite this in conic form and then sketch it. And you should be making faces. So we don't have to complete this one because we don't have any x's or plain y's. So go straight to setting this, making this 1. Divide by 145. Divide by 144. Divide by 144. Yeah, and 145. Everything's like 9 goes into 144 16 times. 16 goes into 9. Love that. It's nice little, it's another nice little lemon, but she's right at 0, 0, right? So no guess. So we go 1, right? So watch this. 9 goes into 1, 16. 16 goes into 9.
I'm a little
okay, got 2 more to do. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 16. 9 goes into 1.4, 16. Yep. So x squared over 16. Love that. And then y squared over 9. Beautiful. And you're going to go I4 up 3. Okay, here we go. This is the real deal now. We got 2 of these to do. Danny, here we go. These next 2 are it. Literally, I think I teach you one last thing for the entire year, and it's actually really easy. So that's it. Like this is the second to last thing I teach you forever and ever. Amen. Okay. So here we go. Step 1: get all your x's together, get all your y's together, get your numbers in the waiting room, and stop. Do that now. X's together, y's together, number in the waiting room, stop. Stop. She wants more stop. Just stop. We will in a minute, but not yet. I want to do it with you. That's all. 4x squared minus 32x plus, because you're right, we are gonna have to do the boxes because look, everyone's got a middle guy. Do you see it? He's got a middle guy. I'm gonna highlight that middle guy. He's got a middle guy. He's got a middle guy. Yeah, we're gonna need some boxes, but we're gonna talk about it before we start doing our boxes. So I wanted to make sure everyone's with me here. They're like, hold on a second. Okay, love that. Sam's got it perfect. We're gonna start with the y. Here's why, because it's easy. So could you please do the y box right now? You know how to do it. Go on over, add that little box in. Fill it in, add it to the other side. Just go ahead and do the y guy. He's not scary, he's not weird, he's pretty basic. He doesn't freak you out. 8, 4, 16. You got 16, right? Okay. Now, is everybody with me? Here's the big thing. So Caroline, I need you to watch this, please, because this is our big wrap up for like literally the second to last thing I teach you forever and ever. 32 cut in half is 16. 16 squared is some freaking huge number. That's too big. So that's a tip for you that there's some problem here. And the problem here is I don't want to deal with 32 and I don't want to deal with the 4. So I'm going to ask you before we do the box situation, can we take out the 4? Can we factor out the 4 first? Right? It's going to change this to a much nicer situation to deal with That's not nearly as freaky. 4 goes into 32. Let's make that 8 because Shireen was going to catch me in a minute. You're like, what the hell are you thinking, Misty? So clearly, I'm going to take the 8. Zach, I'm going to cut the 8 in half, and I'm going to get 4. I'm going to get 4 squared, which is 16. But I'm going to yell at you right now. Do not put 16 on the other side. Put something else on the other side. Take a look very carefully at what has to go on the other side. 64, because I got to deal with that stupid 4. So it's a 16, and he picks up the 64 on his way out, right? So since he's driving out of town, you know what's so funny? I just touched a bunch of stuff, and when you watch the video, like none of that ever shows up. So it's like, what is she doing there? So it's 16 times that 64. That's times the 4. That's what goes on the other side. Are we cool with that? Okay, let's wrap this baby up. Let's drop them into their parentheses. Nice and easy. That 4 hangs out, but parentheses, go ahead. You know how to do that. Drop it in. There's nothing out here, so just drop it in. Tell me what it equals over here. You got this. I'm not going to lie. I don't hate these. I like the fact that it all just pops out all of a sudden. Thomas is going to put me out of a job. He's good at explaining this stuff. Did you get 4 here? That's okay. That's okay. Big finish. Don't want it to equal 4 goats. We have 1 goat. Divide everything by 4. No, I'm not. Yes, but do me a favor. We still want it to be a fraction. So what do I put underneath? A 1. A 1. Because how many jumps am I going to go? Does that make sense? Okay. So here's what I want you to do now. I want you to graph this, and once you graph it, I want you to turn it into plankton. I'm not lying. Mr. Plankton from SpongeBob. I want you to turn this into Mr. Plankton. So graph it, and let's see Mr. Plankton. So I'm going to give you a picture of it. Mr. Plankton. That's not it. Mr. Plankton. Maybe it's just.
I don't think it's Mr.
Oh, there it is. There it is. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to graph this, and then I want you to turn your graph into plankton. You'll see what I mean. Graph it, and then turn it into plankton. Okay, so where's our center? 4, right here. We're going to go over 1, over 1, right? Over 1, and up to down 2, right? Good. Good. Draw it in. And then make a giant eye in the middle so it looks like plankton. I've got to wait for you to see plankton.
Why is it the center?
Because it's
Oh,
Damn, sorry. Sounds like you know.
Could you make an eye, please? Could you give him little arms? Thank you. At the end, you gotta put him where he's supposed to be. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, but it's not in the right place. Give him an eye. There we go. Can you give me some antenna? And can you give him some okay? That's a good plankton. That's a very. Oh, Sam, did you erase plankton? Oh, she had the best plankton.
oh yeah.
This is so Try this one while I pass out your tests. Try this one while I pass out your tests. If you're not working on this problem, I'm not giving you your test back. You have a problem. You want your test back. Now, do this problem. You don't want it. Okay, but do this problem if you want your test back. Don't maybe you don't want it back. Maybe I don't want it. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad, friends. Do this problem. Last one, best one.
Steve, what does this look like?
No. I'm almost there.
Oh, it's a snake. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of like how this looks.
Okay, we're doing this last one. We're doing this last one.
Yeah, good time. Behind us is 4 going to 24.
Now you get the hang of the fact that often you'll have to take that. No, Sanji, let them finish. Like, you can stay. Just sit right there. They just gotta do them now. Andrew, you gotta do this.
There's no way. There's no way.
Okay, do this last one. Last one.
I'm on a side right out there.
It was right.
Anyone else? It's just me.
You divide by 4 goes in 6, that's 9. So 9, not 8. How we doing?
What's next?
I guess that's where your focus would be. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go fast because you guys are good now. 4x squared minus 24x plus y squared minus 10y equals -25. I can fill in this box right away. 25, that guy's done. 4 for that. Big finish. 4x minus 3 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 36. Boom. Boom. Wait a second. You're going to be 9 and you're going to be 1. How did you do? You need to do 5 problems, but I am checking the 5 because you need to practice. So look what I did. It's the last time I ever did this. The fun little flippy answer thing. Odd or even, I don't care, but do them.